tune the guitar till about 9 p.m. But
Well, you sound like most of the KPIG artists.
Hey.
still tuned up from the last gig. I think we welded left me and you went away. You said you'd be back in just a day. You broke on your promise and you left me here alone. I don't know why you did it, dear, but I do know that you're gone. Walking the floor over you. I can't sleep a wink, it is true. Hoping and I'm praying as my heart breaks right into. Walking the floor over you. Ernest Tubbs used to sing that.
And his record store.
Yeah, he had a record store right there on the main street in Nashville.
It's still there.
Yeah, it was just across the way from the Ryman Auditorium.
And that's still there.
I was in there once and saw him on stage, but it was so crowded I couldn't get in near the front at all.
That was back in 50s, 60s?
Well, 65, I think
65.
it was. Yeah.
Speaking of years, you now have 90 years under your belt?
That's what they tell me. I thought I was 63.
Well, you look 63.
Well, that's because I thought I was 63.
Well, that's all you got to do. He didn't know he couldn't fly, so he did.
Yeah, like that.
Exactly. Thank you, Guy.
Guy knew it. He knew it all, and he told it right.
He did. I certainly miss that man and his music, and
What a man. It was a
he
great
was so
loss.
much fun. You know Terry Allen, right?
I've only met him once.
Well, I did a show with Terry and Guy here in town at the Columbia Jazz Center. Those are the two most sarcastic people I have ever met in my life, and they were on stage together. And I would have to say, of the over 1,000 shows that I put on, that was the most fun show we ever put on.
I love that song Terry wrote about the truckload of art from New York that was bound for California. And the New York art people were going to like show California what real art is all about. And they got this beautiful big black Peterbilt truck. I think it was a cab over engine Pete, with very little chrome, a lot of black paint, and it was going loaded, you know, with a furniture van type trailer.
Yeah.
Loaded with art. And somewhere in Pennsylvania, it went off the road, crashed and burned. And it was a very sad story.
But sarcastic, as Terry Allen
And the
would
first
do.
time I heard that was a tape that I had in my motorhome, and I had the tape for about a year. And it said Terry Allen, and it was at the bottom of a pile of tapes somewhere in the back of the motorhome for a year, and I finally dug it up and played it on Highway 33, which is a
The Amarillo Highway?
curvy
Yeah.
canyon and raining heavy. And we're up around 5,000 feet in heavy rain. Got to be careful going around the and I'm listening to Terry Allen tell about that Peterbilt
Oh, the truck
crashing
overload.
and burning in Pennsylvania.
Well, you've heard that album now, the Lubbock on Everything, the double white album that he put out back in the 70s.
I don't know that I have.
Ayana,
Well, I'd
get
love
him
to
that
hear it.
album.
Okay.
He writes
Lubbock,
songs
Lubbock on Everything, it's called.
about football players
Yes,
and art.
and art, and I think it's the only, besides the Beatles' White Album, it's the only double album I've heard where I like every song on it. it's just a tremendous piece of work, and it
Love
got
to hear
voted
that.
top 100 by Rolling Stone of all time. So you're going to enjoy it. Jack
Wow.
playing tonight at Moe's Alleys. It'll start at, I think it's an 8 o'clock start tonight. Is it? You know,
There is
8
an
o'clock start.
opening.
Elliot, okay, will be opening, and who's the other?
Bobcat Rob.
Oh, Rob. Well,
Yeah.
Rob will be also opening, and then Ramblin Jack, and he'll have his bass player with him. His daughter will be there, and it's going to be just a wonderful evening. He may tell you a story. I don't know, because you can't depend upon that. He doesn't always tell stories.
I've got 2 memory cells left. One is swollen and the other one is leaky.
Well, I hope they make it tonight to 8 o'clock at Moe's Alley. Get your tickets early, get them often, and you get a chance to see Ramblin Jack Elliot. Jack, thanks so much. It's always a pleasure to have you come to the studio, and I hope we can do it again next year.
Anytime you feel downhearted, anytime you're feeling blue, anytime you see a rainbow, that will be the time the storm is through. Yeah, tonight around 9 I'll have this guitar all tuned up
About time to get that tuned up.
and I'll be feeling fine in my truck.
And you need a rhyme.
That's Moe's Alley, just around the bend. I'll be there, so come on in.
Jack just wrote a song for us. All right, Jack, I'll see you tonight, and the rest of you, I hope you'll come out and do that too. We're going to
Thank
take a
you,
quick...
John.
Yes, sir.
Great to be with you here.
It is, isn't it, man?
And
You
I
don't do it
like
enough.
your dog.
Diego.
Yeah, if you ever want to sell that dog, let me know.
Oh, yeah, you'll be first. Don't count on it. All right, we're going to go to commercial break here.